Hello and welcome our blood viewers to War Cities News English Edition. As usual, we bring to you the major and top highlights of today. Organization of a cultural evening to mark International Chinese Language Day. MENFOP and the Chinese Embassy. Iranian proposal mediated by Pakistan to end the war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz in our international news. Those were the major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our beloved viewers. Congratulation messages continue to arrive at the Presidency of the Republic, addressed to the Head of State, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, who has been re-elected to the highest office in our country, with messages wishing him success and achievement. In that context, the President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, His Excellency Tayyat Sakke Selassie, sent a message of congratulations to his Djiboutian counterpart. On behalf of the people and the government of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, I would like to extend my warm congratulations to you, the Ethiopian President wrote. Your resounding victory reflects the overwhelming support of your fellow citizens for your leadership, he added in the same message, also welcoming the quality of the strategic bilateral relations between our two sister nations. Please be assured, Mr. President, of my steadfast commitment to working alongside you to further promote development and strengthen the privileged ties between our two countries and our two brotherly peoples, he added in his telegram. It should be recalled that following his re-election, President Guelleh also received a phone call from Ethiopian Prime Minister, His Excellency Mr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, who personally conveyed his warm congratulations and best wishes for success. The head of state also received a similar message from the President of the Republic of Senegal, Mr. Bassirou. Your brilliant re-election to the high office of the President of the Republic of Djibouti gives me the pleasant opportunity to extend to you my warm congratulations, the Senegalese President said in his message. On this happy occasion, I would like to wish you good health and every success in the performance of your mission in the service of your citizens, he continued. Senegal and Djibouti maintain excellent relations of friendship and cooperation founded on a long-standing African brotherhood, the Senegalese head of state also said, reaffirming his willingness to work with President Guelleh to further strengthen challenge, exchange, solidarity, and mutual support between the two sister nations. It should be finally noted that in addition to these messages from heads of state and government of friendly countries, the President of the Republic is also receiving congratulatory telegrams from senior officials of regional, continental, and international organizations. In a context marked by a more dynamic life, the President of the National Assembly, Mr. Delita Mohamed Delita, received on Monday, 27th of April, on a courtesy visit, Mr. Mohamed Farah Samater, the candidate of the United Democratic Center, CDU, in the presidential election held on 10th of April. The meeting was part of the Republican approach grounded in respect for the institutions of the Republic. It provided an opportunity for an exchange on the essential role of Parliament in strengthening democracy, as well as the prospects for consolidating national unity following the vote. Mr. Mohamed Farah Samater reaffirmed his attachment to democratic principles, presenting the broad outlines of his political projects for the nation in a constructive and responsible manner. For his part, the President of the National Assembly, Mr. Delita Mohamed Delita, welcomed this approach, which reflected political maturity. He also stressed the importance of dialogue among political actors in ensuring institutional stability and the proper functioning of institutions. For his part, the CDU presidential candidate reaffirmed his strong commitment to democratic principles and to serving the nation with a sense of responsibility. He emphasized that beyond the electoral process, the priority remains the preservation of national unity and the strengthening of state institutions. On the occasion of International Chinese Language Day, the Ministry of Education and the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Djibouti organized a cultural evening yesterday at the People's Palace. Under the banner of dialogue and exchange, the event highlighted the richness of the Chinese language and culture, while also strengthening the bonds of friendship and cooperation between China and Djibouti. Organized with the support of the Confucius Institute, the celebration underscored the importance of cultural and linguistic exchange in bringing peoples closer together. It also featured the launch of an artistic and cultural tour, a first in Africa, led by students and artists from Sichuan Normal University. Through artistic performances and cultural presentations, the initiative aims to showcase the charm and richness of Chinese culture while strengthening ties of friendship between China and the African continent. In Djibouti, many students are showing increasing commitment to learning the Chinese language, a strategic asset in a context of growing economic and educational cooperation between the two countries. This event once again illustrates the shared determination to promote intercultural dialogue and build lasting bridges between peoples through education, culture, and cooperation. Ambassador Hu Bin highlighted the quality of the bilateral relationship and called for the strengthening of cultural exchange between China and Djibouti in his speech. For his part, the minister, Mr. Mustafa Mohamed Mahmoud, stressed the importance of learning foreign languages, especially Chinese, as a driver of openness, training, and opportunity for Djibouti's youth. The National Union for Djiboutian Women in the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, signed today a grant agreement aimed at strengthening social cohesion in Djibouti by promoting the role of women as key actors in peace and development. Held at the UNFD headquarters, the ceremony marked an important step in deepening the partnership between the two institutions within the framework of UNDP's fifth thematic funding window. It reflects a shared commitment to a more inclusive, resilient, and united society. This agreement is built around two major strategic pillars. The first is women's empowerment through the strengthening of their economic, social, and leadership capacities. And the second is community awareness raising aimed at promoting dialogue, preventing tensions, and consolidating the values of social cohesion. This partnership is part of the continuation of initiatives already jointly carried out by UNDP and the UNFD and aims to increase the impact of actions in favor of social cohesion at the national level. The ceremony also brought together representatives of both institutions as well as partners and stakeholders, providing a space for constructive exchange around shared priorities. The Secretary General of the UNFD said that the agreement goes beyond an institutional framework and reflects a vision based on solidarity, dialogue, and trust. She also underlined the decisive role of women in consolidating social cohesion and building more united, inclusive, and resilient communities. The National Human Rights Commission, CNDH, today organized a training session on human rights for Djiboutian Coast Guard officers. This initiative is part of an ongoing effort to promote a culture of respect for fundamental rights within the country's security institutions. The CNDH's primary mission is to promote and protect human rights through awareness raising, education, and training activities. During the session, several key themes were addressed, including the universal principles of human rights, their application in maritime operations, and mechanisms for protecting people, especially in sensitive situations such as migration or sea-based interventions. Participants were also made aware of the importance of respecting human dignity in the performance of their daily duties, as well as the need to integrate international standards into their professional practices. This type of capacity building aims to make Coast Guard officers genuine actors in the protection of human rights on the ground, as has already been done with other security forces in Djibouti. The Secretary General of the CNDH reaffirmed the Commission's commitment to supporting national institutions in improving their practices, strengthening the rule of law, and building trust between security forces and citizens. The African Union has strongly condemned coordinated acts carried out by jihadist and rebel groups against several localities in Mali, expressing its full solidarity with the authorities in Bamako in the face of this new escalation of violence. In a statement issued on Saturday, 24th of April, the Continental Organization warned of the major risks this offensive poses to civilians, stressing that residents in the affected areas are exposed to serious and immediate danger. The Egyptian club Al Ahly won the African Women's Volleyball Club Championship on 23rd of April 2026 in Cairo, defeating Kenya Commercial Bank in the final. In front of their home crowd, the Cairo club delivered a solid and well-controlled performance, gaining the upper hand over their opponents through stronger collective organization and constant efficiency at decisive moments of the match. New diplomatic initiatives are emerging around the ongoing conflict, with an Iranian proposal aimed at ending hostilities and reopening the Strait of Hormuz, a key strategic passage for global oil trade. According to Axios, citing a U.S. official and informed sources, Tehran has transmitted a new offer for a comprehensive agreement through Pakistani mediators. Reacting to the reports, the White House press secretary described the talks as sensitive diplomatic negotiations, stressing that the United States would not conduct negotiations through the media. The war-ravaged Gaza Strip is heavily contaminated by unexploded munitions, posing a persistent threat to civilians and a major obstacle to reconstruction efforts, the United Nations has warned. Well, but these are beloved viewers, we finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and make sure to tune in later for more as usual. Have a wonderful evening and take care. Thank you.